Mission 9 of my Kuban campaign. I'm into phase 4 of the campaign now, so let's take a look back at the history of what happened during this phase of the battle.
After the failure of 2 Soviet offensives that took place in May and at the end of June, the situation on the Kuban front stabilizes until autumn and a lull in ground operations begins. Attention now turns northward, where the Soviet and German armies are locked in the largest mechanized battle in military history. The Battle of the Kursk salient has begun in the central sector of the Eastern Front. Unlike the relatively calm situation on the ground, the air battle above the Kuban front does not cease in the summer heat. There are daily clashes in the air, and naval forces of both sides attempt to interdict each other's sea routes in an attempt to disrupt supplies and reinforcements. Combat aircraft search for targets of opportunity at sea and in the rear of the enemy. In August, North Caucasus Front Headquarters receives an order from Stavka to prepare for the Novorossiysk-Taman operation. Its goal is to destroy the German 17th Army and deny it the ability to retreat to Crimea. The final round of the Kuban campaign, one that will last for several months, draws closer.
Phase 4 is a long phase. It runs from June to September, and there's no movement in the front line. The mission today is bomber escort duty, flying the P39 L-1. Takeoff is from Galenzik 1. That's also where we will RV with the bombers before heading up the coast over Novorossiysk and then on towards target at Verhnebakansky. The bombers will then RTB to Abinskaya, after which our escort duties will be complete. We've just lifted from Galenzik 1 to RV with the bombers. The bombers are at my high 1230 position. The bombers are heading towards Novorossiysk. We will catch them up en route. We're in position now over the bombers as they head over Novorossiysk harbour. We're about to reach Verhnebakansky. The bombers will do their drop and then egress towards Abinskaya. Bombs are away. The target is a supply dump next to the road. There are a couple of rows of buildings there. Decent job there from the AI, target destroyed, although I don't think they were supposed to take out the trees. As the bombers are doing their drop, I have spotted bandits go out about 10 kilometers away at my 1 o'clock. The bandits have split into 2 sections. The rest of my squadron are engaging. The bombers are at my low 2 o'clock, making the turn to Egress towards Abinskaya. The bandits are trying to turn onto their 6. Let's see if we can stop them. I've hit him, he's disengaged and jettisoned his canopy, which almost wipes me out. That's -1 bandit. Big explosion there. A bandit has just collided with a bomber and taken it out. There's another bandit ahead, but my wingman has pushed him away. We've lost a second bomber, he's been shot down by a bandit. I am going to chase after him. I've hit with the cannon and blown off his tail. That's -2 bandits. There's a bit of a furball going on now. Let's see if I can drop on to another target. There's a bandit here that I'm going to try and follow. Nice shot with the 37mm, and that is 3 bandits down. Okay, it looks like we've repelled the bandits. The bombers are heading towards the sun in front of me. I can see a bunch of planes behind me, but they're going in the opposite direction. The bandits have indeed egressed. Some of my squadron are chasing after them, but I've given the order to regroup so that we can cover the bombers as they RTB. Of the 9 bombers that went out, 7 are returning, so it's been a successful mission. 1 bomber was lost in a collision with a 109 and a second was shot down, but the rest of the bombers seem to be in perfect condition. We're overhead Abinskaya now. The bombers are in circuit over the airfield preparing to land, which means our mission is complete. We can turn south and RTB Galenzik. The rest of the squadron hasn't yet caught up with me. They were chasing the 109s quite deep into enemy territory. can see a couple of them at my long 3 o'clock. The rest will catch up on the way back to base. We've made it back to Galenzik 1. I am circling above the airfield waiting for the rest of my squadron to land before I touch down. There we go, mission accomplished, 3 aircraft destroyed. The rest of my squadron were not so lucky with the 109s. They didn't score any kills, and 3 of them were shot down. The bombers were able to carry out their mission, and most of them returned back to base, so I'm happy with that. Thanks for watching, see you again.